confirmation that we were welcome. But I mean, went to Matt and Jay's. That's Matthew Downing now. And Jay, Willie's, and it was like we weren't guests. We were at home. And there's others. And if I don't call your name, you know who you are. I mean, go down to Chicago to Wendy's and Miss Mickey, God bless her, low rent, no rent, slow rent soul. She was all right with me. She really was. I had to read her every now and then, but you know, you have to read girls sometimes because them girls will try to get over your load. But I read her. She was all right. Same thing with went to Miss DC, Miss Robert, you know, Miss Michael, all those girls, you know. Those girls they are the same. Don't have to be at convention. Don't have to be convention time. It doesn't have to be summertime. Whenever you go there, they're the same. Went down to Indianapolis to see Michael Warner. Same thing. You know, every year I look forward to Christmas time because there are certain people that I know that I'm going to get cards from. And I get them every year. And that lets me know that these people still feel the same about me as I feel about them. And it also lets me know that they're yet alive. And I think that's important to keep in contact with people and to keep in touch with them so that we can continue to share the love and spread the love and the excitement, and hopefully the newer generation, the younger generation will catch on, because there's always going to be a need for this organization. There's always going to be a need for this organization. If the world was perfect, there would still be a need for this organization. There are things that the NA has enabled us to do that had not it been for an organization such as the NA, we would not have done. For instance, and this is just a little aside here, with the AIDS epidemic and crisis, or pandemic as it is now, you know, everybody says it's over. It's not. With that in mind, some bright soul decided that we should honor our dead by creating a National Association of Black and White Men Together quilt. The thing is huge. But it says a lot about us. It says a lot about us. We've got members in Florida. We've got members in New York. We've got members in Washington. We've got members in, what's on the other side over here down there? California, Texas. You know I don't know nothing about geography. I ain't trying either. But whatever. We've got those. And those people have come together and made quilts in honor and memoriam of their dead brothers. And I think it's a wonderful thing. It's too bad we have to do it, but I think it's a wonderful thing. Also, Dr. Bush puts together a journal, and I know other people are involved in it, so please don't be irritated because I didn't call you by name. You know who you are. It ain't that. Look, girls, don't come for me. He does this journal every year, and he sells them to us. And please trust me, he is not selling them for $10. That is a donation that we give because we're giving to the organization. You could never pay him for the amount of work that he does, the amount of work that goes into, first of all, collecting the pieces that go into it, editing those pieces, and then finally getting those pieces into type. That's not an easy task. And he does this every year and then comes and distributes them to us for donations so that we can continue to run this organization, because we all know you can't do nothing for free no more. Nothing. You can't breathe for free now. So, girls need to come on up with it and get up out of them pockets, because you know you got it. And those are the kinds of things that this organization has allowed me and afforded me the opportunities to be a part of and to do. I really wish I could do a lot more, but there again, I'm tied down because my particular career at this moment doesn't allow me to come and go at will. I'm kind of bound, so I'm unable to do more, but I wish I could. I'm very committed to the organization's all of its beliefs that, you know, we're all the same, and in order for us to go on, the things that we're going to have to do is we're going to have to work. We're going to have to work. We're going to have to strive. We're going to have to seek and find, but not yield. We're going to have to do all those things.
You sort of touched on it in a couple other answers, but the question being is, how have you seen AIDS affect the organization?
Yeah, like I said, it's devastated this organization. Some of our most gifted, most beautiful, talented, Kalu Lester, Reggie, oh God, I could sit here and name thousands of people, and that's not a good thing. But all I'm saying is, all of our leaders, all of our teachers, all of our supporters, Michael Smith, the founder of the organization, right here in Milwaukee, our very own Alan Hess, Mickey Fritchie, people have gone because of AIDS, and these were very important people to us. These people not only were important to us because of who they were, but what they were. I mean, Alan was a leader in this community. Alan was one of the strongest, most outspoken supporters of gay rights and human rights in the city of Milwaukee. And there are people like that all over the organization, and they're gone. And unfortunately, we don't have enough of them around. We don't have enough people around to replace them. And I know you girls are probably sick of me preaching about Dr. Bush, but Dr. Bush is probably the strongest leader that we've got now. And let's face it, we need somebody else, and no, it's not going to be girls, not going to be me. We need somebody else out here who's going to take up the reins once Dr. Bush is no longer with us or can no longer ride those reins. But we know as long as he's around, he'll be handling it. But I'm saying there were others in the organization, numerous ones. And that's what AIDS has done. It has devastated this organization. Not just this organization. Most organizations that I know have been devastated by the AIDS crisis, the pandemic. All of us have lost loved ones and members of our organization to this dreaded disease.
What do you feel has been the organization's greatest accomplishment?
Girls, don't get mad at me. Surviving. I think that the fact that this organization has survived for as long as it has under the circumstances that it has had to endure is its greatest accomplishment. We have done so many wonderful things. We have given awards to people who deserved them. We have given scholarships, and we have sent people, given educated people that we don't even know. We've done so much for so many with so little for so long. I think that was the greatest accomplishment that this organization, and to be able to continue to do it, that's our greatest accomplishment. And most people say, and they didn't do this and they didn't do that, and they. And I always tell people, the NA is only as strong as you are because you are the NA. And if you don't contribute, then you shouldn't be complaining. Because the people that do the work are going to do as much as they can with what they have. And those that don't put anything in there shouldn't be expecting anything out. So, to make a long story short, give till it hurts. Whether it's of your time, your talent, or your treasure. Because the organization cannot and will not continue to flourish just on word. We need deed and we need. M-O-N-I-E. Not M-O-N-E-Y. We need lots of it. Because there's so much to be done. There are people in our organization who we need to be, and maybe not even in our organization, that we need to reach out to, that need our help, that need our support, that need to be educated, that need to be nourished, that need to be nurtured, and that need to be loved. And we are the ones who can do that because we've been training for it all this time.
What do you like best about the organization, and what facet, if there is any, that you like the least of the organization?
The answer is the same. The diversity. I like the diversity in this organization, and that's also, in a different sense, what I like least. We can love each other to death, but we also bicker and fight, complain, bitch and moan about everything everybody else has done as if we are greater than thou. As if we are above reproach. And I ain't met nobody in the organization that was above reproach. But they complain and constantly bicker and always tearing some girl down, driving girls away because what they do or what they didn't do or who they do. And that is so senseless. Leave these girls alone. All we can do is be the best that we can be individually and love these girls for their faults as well. Love them for their faults because they got them. You may as well love those girls because you know what? They're going to be there until they gone. But so many people have abandoned the organization because they felt that they were being ostracized or that they lost the support or the encouragement because they had differences. And that's what we're all about. It's differences. So I love the differences, but I also hate the differences. So it's a double-edged sword.
How or have you seen race relations change since being a member of the National Association of Black and White Men Together?
You mean in our organization or worldwide? Or I think that we are of a misconception that race relations have changed. Well, I shouldn't say that. Because they have changed. They've remained the same, but it's very... Racism continues to exist, but it's very subtle. It's not the sign on the wall or the bathroom door that says no colors, not welcome, or whatever have you. It's not that. It's not the Jim Crow or the Klan or whatever have you. But it's the subtle things that continue to exist. I know we had trouble in Milwaukee with carding and overcharging depending on, who you were with or what color you were, or, But ageism is the same. Sexism, we haven't gotten past that. I hear people all the time say very sexist things, and I don't think that they realize that it's inappropriate. And then if I say to them, or when I say to them that wasn't cute, and you aren't cute. In fact, you're very ugly for saying that. Then it's, oh, I was just joking. But we all need to be mindful of what we say, because it's little things like that that hurt people the most. And nobody likes to be hurt.
How has being a black man, African American man in this organization affected your experience?
Which experience is that? My life experience?
Life experience and or in the organization.
Well, I think that being in this organization has given me the courage to be all that I can be. I mean, I've always been exactly who I am, but knowing that I had so many other people out there who were striving to make the same goal I'm trying to make, knowing that I had brethren who were making every attempt to better themselves so that they could be a part of the proud crowd, has encouraged me and given me the strength I need in order to succeed. Knowing that there were people out there who, like I said, the Baird Rustins, the James Baldwins, the John Bushes. These people have given me inspiration and encouragement. People say, oh, you don't know nobody famous? I know everybody famous. All my sisters is famous. Ain't y'all Miss Robert? Miss Michael? All the Miss Michaels is famous. Miss Michael Fritchie, Miss Michael Bodler. All them girls famous.
What has been your happiest recollection in the National Association of Black and White Men Together?
My happiest recollection? Oh, God. I can't think of anything. I know this is going to sound terrible, but what was the name of that bar we did in Key West, and we left and we got something in the mail said it had burned down. They said, girl, you burnt it down. You burnt the building down. I know I was hot that night, but I didn't know I was that hot. No, but the happiest that I've been, or the happiest that I can recall in this organization, I don't know. I think it might be, it's probably not the happiest, but it's one of the incidences. We went to a rodeo when we went to Texas. And, oh God, it must have been 100 of us at least. All these queens going through a rodeo. And honey, the cowboys loved us. And I just thought, this is living. But like I said, there are a lot of memories. I don't want to say happiest, but lots of good memories. Cleveland, went shopping for dresses. All the girls trying on dresses in the store. That was those were camera moments. Those were Kodak moments. And nobody took pictures. But can you imagine a good 8 to 10 of us, some of us in full beards, going in trying on ladies' clothes, and it was just wonderful. It was wonderful. Had so much fun. It was just, and then to top it off, that night we let those girls have it at the concert. Well, of course, that's a talent show for you other girls, but
And your saddest recollection within the organization?
Lots of sad ones, Reggie passed on, and Ken, and Dale, and Allen and Kennan, and it's just lots of sad memories. Lots of sad memories. I mean, you meet people, you fall in love with them, and you think you're going to see them the next time you're at a convention, and you sit down at the memorial service and you read their name in a book, and that's not good. That is not good. I mean, a lot of times you find out earlier. Somebody will tell you through email or a letter or a card or a phone call, but when you're sitting down there at that memorial service and you read a girl's name and you didn't know she was gone, that's not a good feeling. That is not a good feeling at all. Or when somebody's up reading the names and they get to a certain name and that person's name brings back a memory of that person. That's sad. That's a sad thing. I don't know. I don't have one sad moment that I could think of, but I have several sad moments.
The last question on the series that we have is, what do you think is the future of the organization known as Black and White Men Together?
Well, I hope that the future of the National Association of Black and White Men Together is a bright one. I hope that the future of the National Association of Black and White Men Together is a gift. I hope that the future of the National Association of Black and White Men Together is education, because we must continue to educate our peers. We must continue to educate the public, because ignorance is not going to allow us to continue. If we don't educate them, if we don't teach people to love, teach people tolerance, teach people to accept others in spite of their differences, then not only is there no future for the National Association of Black and White Men Together, there's no future for humanity.
Michael, this was the final question. Do you have anything else you'd like to volunteer for the History Project? Again, this is D.A. Leonard for the NABWT History Project, recording Michael Ross, also known as Echo Chambers, for the History Project of the NABWT.
Now that you said that, I don't know. I think that it's a wonderful thing that we have individuals, groups, and couples in the NA, and I just like to say that the videographer, is it videographer? The videographer is my husband of almost 17 years, and I've been just so blessed, or cursed sometimes, but I think that it's been a good relationship for the most part, and there are others, and hopefully you'll hear about them. I wish everyone love, peace, and life.
Thank you, Michael Ross. And for the National Association of Black and White Men Together History Project, we're signing off. Thank you.